Hey guys, Matt here from the Holy Cow team, and today we're doing another mod review. Now today we're doing the Ender Stuff mod. Now here's the stuff, the blocks that the mod adds into the game, and we'll get more into these later. But for right now, let's start off with this. Now the mobs in the game, we'll get to the mobs at the end, but they all drop Ender Flesh, and some other stuff, we'll get to that later. But all of them drop Ender Flesh. And what you can do with Ender Flesh is you can put Ender Pearls around it, and you can get positive effect only Ender Flesh. Now what that does is it adds like speed and it gives you more hunger and it doesn't do normal Ender Flesh things. Now if you take that positive Ender Flesh and you surround it by the Eye of Ender, you get the Ender Flesh positive effects only ×4. Now these are the only two items I'm going to be putting the crafting recipe in the chest, and the rest of them will be displayed on screen, but I'm going to show you what this does. And now I should have instant health, but I have full health, so that's not going to go in effect. It's actually random what it gives you, because last time I did this, I had speed boost and a few other completely random things. I had strength and I had smite, or not smite, might have been smite, the thing with the pickaxe. But anyway, it's completely random and it gives you just positive good potion or effects. And now I have water breathing, resistance, and jump boost. So it is completely random. It's pretty cool. And I still take fall damage, I think. Or maybe not. If I can jump that. Ooh, ooh. Alright, yeah, I did. Anyway, moving on to the mod. Or in the mod. Now, as you can see, it ends this ore called the Niobium. Niobium. I don't know how to say it. I'm just gonna call it Nobum. It's gonna add this Nobum ore. And as you can see, it's got the end stone kind of texture. That's because this ore is actually found in the end of the Minecraft world. And if you mine, you can make a simple block of it, and that recipe will be displayed on screen now. Okay, now you know how to craft that. It's basically just like an iron block, gold block, diamond block. Moving on. Oh, we're gonna get towards that in the end. We're gonna move on to the weapons mod. Now it adds the no bum bow and the Avis arrows, and how you craft those will be displayed on screen now. Now what's so special about this bow is it does not have any special effect, and what I mean by that is it doesn't like make the bow stronger. What it does is it actually add a no gravity effect to the arrows, so it's just, as you see, they just launch. Now, usually, do I have, like... It's all about to run out. As you can see, it's just launching them without even pulling the bow back. And they never fall down. They just keep going in one direction. But the arrows, they have a poison effect. So, if I find a mob walking around, which I don't see any mobs... Oops. I'm already in that game mode. If I spawn a pig, let's get a pig. Or a villager or something. Pig. Pig! There we go. Pig. We'll trade that for the 2 iron. Okay, now if I spawn a pig, as you can see, he's not poisoned by the arrow. He's going to run around poisoned. Now, when you're in creative mode, it doesn't actually add that charged effect for some reason. It's kind of cool though, because you can fly with your arrow and just... You probably do this for a YouTube video if you retextured the arrow yourself and made it look like a normal arrow. You can just kind of follow it or something like this, and you just be like, duh. It's kind of cool. You'd be like... So let's show you what that would look like. That's kind of cool. I didn't actually realize that you can do that. Like, I knew that they fly really slow and creative, but I didn't think of that idea, which I might actually use in the future. But, moving on, we have the Ender Pet Staff, and we're going to get to that in just a second when we move on to the rest of the mod. So I'm going to put those back in there, put this back up here. And we're going to move on to the rest of the blocks that the mod adds. It adds the Duplicator, and it adds the Biome Changer. Now, both of those are pretty self-explanatory about what they do, and those crafting recipes for these will be displayed on screen right now. And so now you know how you craft those. As you can see, this part of my Minecraft world is kind of like the snow biomes, the tundras, I think they're called, and the snow, yeah. But anyway, that's because I already tested the biome changer, and now I'm going to show you how that works. Now, as you can see in my inventory, I have iron 2, emerald 4, 8 gold, that's not for this. Never mind. As you can see right here, it shows the amounts of the sacrifice needed to change a biome. Now, it doesn't really matter. The size does not, I don't think it changes the price. It does, 128 diamonds, and now I only need 1 diamond. So the size does change the diamond, or the amount of the sacrifice needed. So let's say I wanted it to be 22. Now, as you can see, if I can find it, no, 22 is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. Let's make it a 5. Alright, as you can see, it puts a ring around it, so you know actually how your biome and how big it's going to be. Now, I'm going to make it this small because it does actually take a while to process, and you'll see that in just a second. But you could also change it to a square, and you can change it to, or change it from Rhombic, like that. Okay, now as you can see, it's circular. Now we're going to put in our sacrifice of 30 diamonds, and then it only needs 9, so 9's going to still, or it's only going to take 9 from this. I'm going to show you that from putting 9 in there. And we're going to change it to a swampland. Now, if I changed it, now it's a swampland, and since Minecraft is updated in the past, now slimes can spawn in swamplands. Now there's going to be slimes actually that are going to spawn in just this region. Now if you use any of the other regions like hell, it actually makes it so the zombie pigmen and stuff would spawn up like they do in the nether. And as you can see, it retextured it to be a swamp. Now what's really cool if you just want to do like a YouTube video, a lot of YouTube video ideas come with this mod. A lot of them, like if you use the desert, it kind of makes it look like a wasteland, and you can get a lot of cool things out of this mod. But basically, we're going to move on. Now we're going to do the duplicator, and as you can see, I already have one set up over here with 3 mossy cobblestone in here. Now this can't be used with every block, it can't be used with ores, because that's why these, now this is why I have these down here. And the ores can, what was I going to say? The ores are used as a fuel. Now basically, 2 iron is like, this is the type of fuel there. Iron is 2, emerald is 4, gold is 8, this is 8, and diamond is 16. So we're going to put 2 iron in there. And it's kind of slow. But if you wait for it, we should get, there you go, you just got 3 more mossy cobblestone. And that's kind of cool. Now if we put the diamonds in there, I don't really understand why there's numbers to the fuel. It doesn't really seem to change much. Like, there's no speed difference. I mean, it still works. Oh, the flame! It seems to actually not go down all the way. Maybe from a flame. 1 piece of diamond. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to move on to the mobs now of this mod review. And we have quite a few mobs this adds. First one we're going to do is the Ender Miss. Now as you can see, it's just an Enderman, and they get a random bow in their head as you spawn them. Let's just spawn a bunch so you can see the different bow colors. Now if you, these Ender Misses spawn just as much as Endermen, or I think they spawn less actually, and they just spawn completely random around the map. They don't drop anything if you kill them, but that's because if you get 1 yellow flower, you can actually, or not yellow, 1. If you just get a yellow flower and you keep clicking it on them, you can. Oh, they just don't want to be tamed. Okay, let's get a fresh one, because they're trying to run away from me. Very rude. Yes, okay.
Now that you can only tame the pink one, by the way. Now that you've tamed it, it holds a yellow flower in its hand, and if you've crafted the Ender Staff, like I've showed earlier, you can now right-click on them, name them what you want, and now you can do things. Like, let's click on them again. You can mount them, and now she holds her hands and holds me like she loves me. And you can get off of her. You can tell her to follow you. You can tell her to sit, which looks really awkward. I tell her to stand up, and you can kind of rip off Pokemon and put her into a egg, which goes straight into your inventory. And as you can see, she's right here. Has special skin. No, is to water, can take fall damage, and they can, I guess, level up your Ender Mist to get powerfuler. All right. Done with that. Moving on to the Ender Ray. And as you can see, he is a big brochacho, and he looks pretty freaking weird. He's got eyeballs. Now basically, it's just like a ghast, but a ray, stingray kind of thing, that flies in the air. And if you were not in creative mode, and these only spawn in the end, actually. If you're not in creative mode, he's going to attack you, just like a normal ghast would. But, actually, what's cool about these guys, the ghast will actually leave you alone if you escape them. These guys do not leave you alone if you escape them. They do shoot these balls just like the ghast, but they're like ender balls. And you can hit them right back at them. Basically, if you kill him, just like I said, all mobs drop the ender flesh. He just drops the ender flesh, doesn't drop anything special. Drop some XP though. That's pretty special if you ask me. Moving on, we have the Ender Nivus. Now he is really cool. What's cool about this guy is he spawns in basically snow biomes, and as you can see right now, he's making the ground under him turn into ice. He can grab blocks, and he holds an iron sword, which is really cool. He just got away. But basically, if you happen to kill an Ender Nivus, which is kind of hard to do. I can't. Okay, if you kill him, you will... Oh, wait. Let's try to kill one more. Okay. If you kill him, you will get the Nivus Pearl, and I'll show you what that does just a second. Let's grab these while we're at it. We don't need any of this. Getting a little confusing there. Alright. Moving on. Now we have the Ingus. And as you can see, he's the complete opposite as the last one I just showed you, the Nivus. And he is a lava kind of guy. He doesn't take fire damage. He spawns in deserts, caves, and anywhere away from water. And he does spawn in the nether. So basically those guys are just complete opposite of the Nivus. And when you kill them, you get the Ingus Pearl. Now what these pearls do is the Nivus Pearl can actually turn water into ice, which is pretty cool. Kind of just the complete opposite of the flint and steel. And the Ingus Pearl turns it all back into water. Now it can do more. The Ingus Pearl can set land to fire if you keep clicking, like right there, if you click on that. You see it just spreads rapidly, and the Nivus Pearl can set it all back to simple air again. Okay, so show you that again, and it puts it all out. And what they can also do is the Nivus Pearl can actually turn lava into obsidian, and the Ingus Pearl can turn obsidian into lava. So that's pretty cool if you get one of those pearls or something. I don't know why you'd want to turn it back into lava. That's probably not the best way to use that. I mean, this one's like the griefing one, and this one's like the anti-griefing one. Moving on, we have one more mob to show you. I have one more mob to show you. And this is the Ender Avis. Now what this guy does is if he attacks you, which he doesn't usually attack you unless you try to destroy his egg, which I'll show you in a second. He gives you poison and nausea. And as you can see, that gets pretty crazy. But if you kill him, you get the Avis Feather. Now, usually these guys spawn protecting a Avis egg that I do not have. And basically what this egg is if you actually grab it, like destroy it, grab it with a pick, bring it into a really dark room, and leave it there, it will actually become a tamed Avis, which I'm not going to show you because it takes quite some time to do it, but eventually he will grow up into a big manly match bird. Anything I missed here? Alright, thanks guys for watching the video. Subscribe, leave a like. If you're interested in the mod for many reasons, I would be interested in the mod. Just for YouTubers out there that want to do some Minecraft videos, this is pretty good for those little scenes of Minecraft or something. But anyway, if you like the mod, everything you need for the mod is in the description. That's probably just going to be the forum post. And I'll see you next time, friends. Where'd he go?